Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this
I
situation.
would never have been able to stand before you here if I've held on to my gift and idolize it. A little shift in disobeying God can shift your destiny. One disobedience is a disobedience of a generation. You disobey God who thinks about you alone. No, your children are disobeying with you. Souls that are hanging on your neck.
A lot of persons have been asking me, a lot of my friends too have been messaging me and asking, Precious, is it really you? What happened during the meeting? Who beat you? Why were you sitting on the ground crying? So I'll be sharing some of the few things that happened during the meeting. So this is actually my first video online on social media. Yeah, I'll come back to this later. And this is actually my first time attending Battle Axe retreat physically, though, even though I've been following Pastor Lawrence for I think since 2018. So but this is actually my first time attending Battle Axe retreat. So I'll be sharing some of the things I learned and what led to that posture. It was a retreat of about 5 or 6 days. Yeah, so we started on Monday, we ended on Saturday morning, and so I arrived in Ibadan on Sunday, and yeah, I checked into the accommodation, and then by Monday morning we actually went for the program. So on getting there, the first thing was everybody was going to submit their phones at the door, or you leave it at your accommodation. So the first day I took my phone, and I remember I just dropped it with them at the door, and you get it in the evening by 8 o'clock or 8:30 or 9 when the session ends. So the schedule for the meeting was going to be prayers and fasting and every other thing. Yeah, but so for the fasting schedule, we were to begin fasting on Monday, then take fruits on Tuesday, then break on Wednesday. Yeah, then we fast on Thursday, then break again on Friday. I think so, from the original fasting schedule. So I had already prepared my mind that okay, by Wednesday I'm going to be eating. So day one came for the fast. We just struggled, we pulled through. The Lord granted us much grace. I remember day 2 morning, we arrived for Battle Axe retreat, and one of the coordinators just came up that morning and she said, "Praise God, everyone, praise God. Information reaching us is that we will not be breaking tomorrow, but we'll be extending our fast till Friday." Friday what? What do you mean by we'll be extending our fast till Friday? That was not the plan. We are supposed to break tomorrow. I remember some persons were shouting, "Yeah, yeah." I did not dread them to shout, Sha. I remember looking at some of my guys and my brothers there. They were not smiling at all. So I've actually been following Zion movies for the longest of time. But this retreat was actually the first time I sat down under Evangelist Mike Bamiloye. You know, mind you, we have been fasting for about 4 days, and you know, we've not eaten anything. Up until this point, the Lord has been speaking to me about a lot of stuff, which I would share later. So Daddy Mike came up, and then he began to minister. I think I don't know, this is for me. I was so immersed in the weight of what he was saying. The only thing that was coming to my heart was that, Lord, I will obey you. Anything you want me to do, I will do. Anything you want me to do, I will do. I will go. So that moment when I was sitting down there, what was just running through my heart was, Lord, I will go. I will obey you. I will obey you. It's okay. I will obey you. because the words that were coming was hitting my heart so much. So the only thing that was coming to my heart was, Lord, I will go. I will do it. He will see another one, bam, it will hit again. And I could not really scream that much because, I mean, they told us we were going to eat yesterday, and this is a day after the day we were supposed to eat. So there was no strength to shout. The only thing that could just come out of my eyes was the tears from the side of my eyes. That was the only thing that could witness it. Probably if it was today, I would have screamed and shouted. So the only thing that could just fall from the side of my eyes, was the tears. But inside of me, I was so much broken. And I was saying, Lord, I will go. And he was speaking, and the words really, convicted me. He kept on talking about don't struggle with your call, and the fact that a little bit of disobedience it's not just you disobeying, a nation is what is disobeying, a generation is at risk. And I was just looking at my life, and I'm like, Lord, have mercy on me. I'm sorry. I will go. Fine, there's some level of obedience, but not total. He was not hitting on, oh, you are being disobedient. So he was hitting on total obedience. And the story he gave, he was hitting on total obedience. And I was like, Lord, have mercy. I will do it, because up until that time, the Lord had been troubling my heart to start up Christian content, basically to allowing my light to shine, to start posting Christian content and everything. But I kept on giving him excuses like, Lord, I'm not a social media person. I'm not, very lousy thing did I say, because right now I'm standing here and I'm looking back at the things I said. They don't make sense at all. Yeah, so some of the things I said was, Lord, I'm a shy person. I'm not a social media person. I am not, I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have this equipment. I don't have that. I don't have, And he's like, Precious, I need you to allow your light to shine. And then, while Daddy Mike was still speaking, something Pastor Lawrence taught still came to my heart. The fact that there are certain times when what God requires from us is obedience and not prayer, of which I used to do a lot, of which I do a lot. He shared a story of where the Lord was telling him to do something, and then he responded with 75 hours of prayer. Yeah, that's what I will do. So the Lord will be like, Precious, I need you to do this. Precious, I need you to go here, go there. So instead of responding in total obedience, I'll be responding by praying, which is, I don't know, but obedience is obedience. So as Daddy Mike was speaking again, that statement or that story about Pastor Lawrence, what happened, just came to my heart, and I began to cry. It broke my heart. It broke my heart a whole lot. But I've repented, and this video is actually a sign that I've repented. The normal me would not pick up my phone by 4 a.m. to make a video, but I woke up this morning that I need to make this video. Yeah, so the retreat was actually very impactful. You get to meet people of like faith, you get to meet people of like passions, you get to meet young people who are doing exploits for God, and it challenges you. It challenges you a whole lot. You may just be meeting someone and you are shaking hands with the person, and you don't know that the person has removed a mad person from the street. Yeah, or the person has probably raised someone from the dead. So it's just normal things. You just see young people who are great and mighty and are humble. Nobody's proud. Everybody's just loving each other and, enjoying God's presence with each other, and serving and seeking God's face. So thank you so much, Pastor Lawrence, for putting Bar together. Thank you so much, Daddy Mike Bamiloye, for the message that they have repented. I promise. This is a sign. This video is a sign that I've repented. I will go. I will do everything they say I should do. I will do it. And also, for you out there, I think Bar retreat is a must attend for every believer. I think the next one will be coming up in Canada. So please do well to attend. Yes, and God bless you.